And we are live.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. This is episode 25 from the Degen report. We just have the guests just coming on and just hitting it hot and heavy for 2023. This week we have our friend Serge from the UglyBros, which I'm sure most people will recognize. So Serge, I just want you to kind of take a minute to give a little bit more about yourself, kind of how you got into the CNFT community to begin with, and then a little bit more about what you do over at UglyBros.
Yeah, I mean, listen, boys, thank you for having me. I met Mitch at CNFT Con. That's how we bonded. He drank our beer. It's okay because he holds ugly now. That's how it is. And
Yes.
Big T, I always
Yes.
see you. And my name is Sergio. I am the ugliest motherfucker in the blockchain right now, as you know. You know, ugly. Ugly doesn't mean ugly anymore. But
True.
but listen, other than that, I am good. I got into Cardano 2017. Um, I was hashtag 1 cent. I was one of those.
Goddamn.
Wow, GG's.
Yeah, I got to see the 2018 crash and stumble, and I was like, I'm still holding. I'm still holding. And yeah, my first baby, when it comes to crypto, was Cardano. I always knew I wanted to do something related to art because I'm one of the co-founders. The other founder is Dan, which is he's an artist, and we've always wanted to work together. And it was that thing where it's like, let's get into NFTs when Cardano has smart contracts. And hell yeah, September came in. Proof of concept. We had a couple community liked it. We ran with it, and here we are now, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's go.
go.
And I've seen
So,
some videos y'all have like put out some little snippets of some stuff you guys have been working on recently. Can you tell us like a little bit more about that and like where you're at with the project?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the game, like,
Yeah, when it comes
yeah,
to the game and like the development of everything.
yeah, and like if you could even take me back to September 2021, I would have told you hell no, hell no. But like because of this, it ended up becoming from art to us hiring 3D designers to having a great community to doing customs to then now building a game. I would have never thought I was going to build a game. And now, we're in the process of it where we team up with the dev from Cardopoly. I don't know if you guys heard of Cardopoly.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he's going to be doing kind of our in-game kind of minting engine, our kind of so it's been amazing. We have our non-custodial staking coming up, but basically yes, we are working on the game. It's in Unreal Engine 5, and
nice.
hey,
we are
nice.
very excited to kind of showcase it. I haven't been very, I haven't shown a lot because I wanted, like, I don't want to show every week what we're working on now. I want to give
Yeah.
people
Yeah,
updates, but I just want to, when we have something, a trailer, which is more concrete, I want to come out with it in a time frame.
yeah, awesome.
Games on Cardano, like they vary in so many different ways. So, what exactly is your game going to be?
We could like, I don't want to call it a metaverse, but because we're going to be controlling what goes in the game, how we do it, we're teaming up with a lot of projects as well. Because this whole thing right now, what we want to do is we want to kind of do the word interoperability is basically in the future we'll have your NFT, you'll be able to host it in the game. So if we do a partnership with X project, so I don't want to say any project we're doing the partnership with, but how do you let's say a project, right,
Mm-hmm.
comes up and we score one of the things we're going to do is we're going to create them their 3D asset and we're going to put it inside the game. So what I don't
Mm-hmm.
want to
Got it.
do is have to, yeah, I don't want to go into the project and be like, hey, let's mint multiple NFTs and we could sell them out. No, what I want to do is create a 3D asset compatible with
Yeah.
that policy that already exists. And when you
Yeah.
go in the game, you're going to be able to play with a profile 3D avatar is
Dope.
going to be ready for them. Yeah.
Dope. So it's gonna be a game where you kind of like bring all these communities together to play in your game.
Yeah,
Kind of.
and the yeah, I call it a game, but it's kind of like a metaverse, kind of like a game. They're going to be very interesting. I'm trying to be as vague as possible, but the reality
Good.
is,
Right.
um, you know, it's already playable. We're fine tuning it. Like it's playable inside the engine. So we're
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
just getting the basically proof of ownership of the
Yeah.
whole. We're going to connect basically the blockchain of Cardano to the Unreal Engine 5, get that going, create all our characters, do everything. But there's going to be a lot more than just walking, running. Yeah, I just want to keep it there because when it comes out, there's
Good.
going to be more playable things, but it's going to be
Okay,
pretty
cool.
interesting.
Have
Yeah.
you always been a gamer?
Okay, so that's a very interesting question. I used to Final Fantasy VII is one of the best games of all time, as long as we're clear with that. RPGs now, like I find games are a little bit but yeah, I like Fortnite. I enjoy playing.
No,
Yeah,
no.
Fortnite's not bad. Listen,
Fortnite's
here's the
not
thing about
bad.
The fact of the matter is the fact you're saying Fortnite's not bad, but these new games coming out, they're bad. It means that you would need to do a deeper dive into games because Fortnite fucking sucks compared to everything else coming out in
what other
my
game?
eyes.
What other game? What other game? Just tell
Okay,
me.
so I'm a big Overwatch fan.
Overwatch is
Like
good.
anybody
Overwatch is good.
see, they did a big update to that. Tyler's a big like Apex Warzone fan.
Yeah, I like
Those
battle royale
the-
games.
I like
those
Warzone. Those are good.
Now we're seeing games and you're like, never mind.
He's trying.
Those are good games.
But let me tell you where I come from, right? Because here's the thing
Tell
about
me,
it. So
please.
I have UglyBros, right? Which is like I manage three 3D designers, in combination with the what do you call it with the developer that's actually building the back end of the game and the front end of the game, and then we don't have a community manager. I kind of make sure everything's on board. I have a Web 2 job where I have two managers now that basically every morning it's like, okay, guys, let's figure it out. I would tell you, over 12 people a day that I have to be like, hey. So with Fortnite for me, let me tell you what it is.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, and I haven't played it. I played it last week, but before that, I spent 8 months that I didn't play it. It's literally you go in and you play 15 minutes and you get your fix. That's but it's similar to Warzone and it's similar to Overwatch. But I'm just already fixed, right? I'm already fixed.
So something you are saying is that the game you are making is going to be better than all of these games.
Oh, I wish.
Facts?
Listen, but the
Facts?
reality is, no, it's not a fact because I'm actually using something related to Fortnite in the game,
Good.
and yeah, we're gonna see how. I'm not gonna say shit. By the way, I'm gonna because I don't want to. I don't know because I'm gonna share this in the Discord so everybody can see it. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool when the game comes out. Let's just say there's gonna be a shooter. There's gonna be a shooter
Cool.
game, and the idea is there's gonna be skins, and there's gonna be an NFT component to this.
That is like something we've been waiting a long time ago. Like you go back to last year when Split World dropped, because they had guns. Everybody's like, oh, it's gonna be a first person shooter. It's gonna be a shooter. But then they didn't tell us anything on that for a long time, and I don't know if they've said anything since. But the whole idea is that you made something that could be a base to build so much on. Meanwhile, some of these other projects, maybe you put too many ideas and being like, this is what we'll do, and we'll do it the best. You guys did it a bit differently, which makes so much more sense. Saying how slow games and like new things are added to Cardano. So good on both you and
Appreciate it.
Dan.
But
Dan.
what the cool thing about this is we're gonna have a lot of NFTs in the game, and there's gonna be very different things, right? There's gonna be, but what we didn't do is have the pressure of having to let's do a plot sale and let's raise funds, right? Because I want to start small. Compact to where we can kind of manage things. That's how we started, and I think it's pretty good versus like all these Pavia clays which they did the plots, but the plots is the funding of the game. The funding, and if you have partnerships, you give them partnerships of money. We wanted to do things with the budget we already had,
Yeah.
right, without a promise. So that way, there's no really pressure on our end to be like, damn, we gotta deliver. We are gonna deliver, but the reality is like I like to start small and go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is good. I think
also,
Oh, I was just gonna say. I think that's. Here we go.
And also with what y'all are doing, it's much harder for people to be like, oh, I'll buy another plot of land when they can go and buy another dope ass like UglyBros PFP, which like people see and they say, oh damn, that's pretty fucking ugly, but in a good way. Let me pick that up. When every like plot of the land is the same thing, maybe slightly different, but like that's a big reason why I'm not like gung ho on buying like these land plots. Is like there's nothing that separates this plot from this plot. Now.
Yeah. No, I was just no, man, I'm out here. No, I was just gonna say that I think that's kind of like what a lot of Web3 companies, for the lack of a better word, like NFT projects, that's the thing that everyone's trying to figure out, is how to like generate like more money coming in without just continuing to drop stuff, right? Because the more you drop, the more it adds to the total supply. Then you kind of push more like selling pressure down, and then it's kind of like finding that happy medium, right? Which I think you guys are doing. I think if, like you said, as long as you build like a strong foundation, you can build stuff on top of that, right? But it's all about like getting that foundation set first.
Yeah, and honestly, like we were gonna do a season 3 of UglyBros, but like in regards to the UglyBros big collection, we're done. We will be having another collection in the future, but it's not gonna be. I don't want it to be Cardano. It doesn't really make sense. It makes sense to explore something else, but tie it back into the game that we're gonna do, because this is something that we want to do. But like the meta was like for us, like when we came up, there was really no utility. We evolved with the community, what they want, and we're just like, oh, y'all want us to treat this like a business? Okay, I'm down for it, because this is what we do, and this is why we have so many different things. Even when it comes to the NFTs, like in literally like a couple of weeks from now, the ugly token is going to come out, and basically staking your uglies will give you ugly token, non-custodial, but we're going to have utility ready for that kind of token when it comes to like characters and certain raffles for the game already, right? Because we've already been creating. So we've been working on this since July, and we just have been very hush hush about it up until I think let me think. I think November, September. Very vague, without really announcing anything.
Yeah. With that token too, like I've heard you talk about it in Spaces as well, because I love my Twitter Spaces as much as anybody. Like let's go with a token as well. I think that you have to, your approach is the right approach, right? Is to be very like aware of like the legalities around doing something like that, right? And I know you've mentioned that several times, right? It's like you can't just pop in and be like, we're going to drop this token with like no understanding of like the repercussions about doing that in certain like legal aspects,
And and to touch on that, right? Because we're from so UglyBros is incorporated in the Dominican Republic. In our country, we have no regulation, zero, nada. That doesn't mean that, for example, like tokens with a game in America right now, there is nothing related to that. There's something in America with the liquidity pool. If the project leader funds it becomes an issue. But however, if you go to another country in America, like if you end up going to the Cayman Islands, and it's okay to do it for some reason. Again, not financial advice, but just look at a lawyer. But we're technically do anything, because we're not bound to America, to Canada. So we literally spent 6 months in doing our due diligence with a crypto lawyer that he's from Canada, and respecting the fact that let's figure something out in the US, in Canada, and in DR, so we can respect them. Do whatever we want, but you still have to do certain things. So if anything ever gets announced in the future, it won't affect us. And it also won't affect the NFT, because the NFT is not bounded to any promises. Like you could stake, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Similar to, like, we had an ADA claim that was only eligible for people outside of U.S. and Canada.
Right.
And like it worked flawlessly. It's going to be up for a month, but making sure you respect those international places, because when it comes to that, you do have the geo block, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I was hurt.
Very
I heard Lua bring that up in a space a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "Let's go," and he was like, "But not for us in Canada, the U.S." And I was like, "Never mind."
Yeah, I mean, and like, yeah, and there are ways around it, but the reality is I can't tell you the ways around it. I have to
Right.
respect, right? Because and that's the thing about it. Rules are changing all the time. So after speaking with the lawyer, it went from like, no, you're 100% good to like, you know what? In the future, if you keep doing it this way, something like it becomes like 99, 97% chances. And I'm like, but I don't want to take that chance. I want to,
Yeah.
Right.
it went from 0% to 1 or 2% in the future with legalities. I'm like, what if, we were building the game? What if we tied up to the token? So it kind of, made sense to go this route now.
Right. Cool.
Perfect. Let's kind of move off of this topic, but like keep on talking about.
He doesn't like, you don't like legality talk. Listen, we're all going to jail. You're going to jail. The team's going to jail. Tal Crypto's going to jail. Everybody's going to jail.
Tal Crypto.
Dude, honestly.
No, I'm kidding. But am I?
I mean, I haven't paid my crypto taxes yet, so maybe I might be sooner rather than later.
My boy.
I might need a new co-host. Let me know who wants to sign up.
Shout out to the IRS. Shout out to the IRS.
No. We are not shouting out.
Shout out to the IRS.
We are not shouting out the IRS over here. So
Mitch is gonna start. Next episode, you're gonna see Mitch, that wall behind Mitch is gonna be blank. He's gonna take down all the NFTs. I have 0 NFTs. I don't know what you're talking about. I have nothing.
So during your journey in Cardano's and Cardano NFTs, who in the ecosystem have you looked up to the most, Serge?
I mean, somebody that really helped me out from the beginning, and it was 4-5 Jeff. He really was there for me. He really offered a hand. Because that's the thing. I came in as a creator. I wasn't a collector.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think it was pretty special, the relationship we have, and we're brothers now. We're both Dominican. We both met several times. Like every time now I go to Florida, we always hang out. But who else? There's so many people. I love Roy. I love Roy's a badass. I'm trying to think who else. There's so many people in the community. I would do a disservice to start naming one and leave someone because motherfucker, you leave me out. You leave me out. I'm like, no, I'll leave you out. I'll leave you out. But like, yeah, the space has just evolved so much now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
To what it was, because that's the thing. You guys remember, if you guys were doing Twitter Spaces, not that many people not that many influencers were hosting it.
Yeah.
Right. Now it's just like there's a space and there's Cardano and there's flipping spaces, which is amazing. But who's kept the same energy online during the last couple of years? It's a very good question. I'll get back to you later on that. I'm gonna do a little bit of digesting on that.
Perfect, man.
Perfect.
Big T and I, we've kind of answered like over and over and over. So we won't dive.
We'll spare the viewers.
Yeah, but it's just the homies at like Universe. They like first like told me, oh, you should kind of do this on a bigger platform, and then I'm like, oh, I'll do a podcast. Oh, I'll go live on Twitch every day for 7 fucking hours.
Let's go.
Where we will like become super good buddies with like people from Ape Society or people from Goats or people from any of these other massive Cardano projects. But then we bring them together on a more personal level, like the way Serge and I got super close over in
man took my beer. Listen, man,
because you drank his beer.
Yeah.
No, he was amazing. He's a pretty boy too. Have you seen his hair? Have you seen this
Yeah,
guy's
I've
hair?
seen it. I'm excited for the con.
God,
I saw someone in Discord today
Christ,
that
dude.
said that they already bought their they booked their room at the Westgate. I was like, man, I need to get on my shit.
Dude.
Everybody's already booking rooms. I was like, I need to get on my shit.
y'all
The
got time.
the guest of last week, we got Laura from fucking Ape Society. So every day I go live, she is like in my chat being like, "Have you bought your tickets? Have you bought your tickets?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna buy my tickets till like 2 weeks before because that's what I did the last time.
That's
and
who I
it'll
am,
be
yeah.
fine." Yeah.
That's true. And he
I
flies
mean-
for free, so he doesn't need to worry about these things.
Yeah,
And I
he
also-
He just hops on a flight. See ya.
Water.
That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, TNT Con's going to be great. We're just waiting. The prices came out yesterday, and they're some of them are 3x. So I'll give you
Yeah.
an example. Like
They're a lot.
the booth. You remember the booth that I had, Mitch? The
Yep.
booth that I had cost me 5,000 ADA. At the time ADA was like $1 to 90 cents, right?
Yeah.
And I paid that literally in February. But basically, that booth now is 16.2 thousand USD.
USD.
So
Wait,
So-
USD?
wait a minute. So it's roughly 46,000 ADA. So
Yeah.
so now it's a thing where we were talking about it last night, and it's just like I have no mint coming up an ounce or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
I
Right.
really need to be calculated. Like I am gonna be there. I just don't know at what extent, how big the booth, or if it's even better to do an event outside of CNFT.
Yeah.
Because 16,000 USD.
Yeah, that's
for
a
me
lot.
goes a long way.
I wonder if you'll see a lot. I wonder if you'll see a lot of projects like share booths. You know what I mean, where they like all kind of
Yeah.
pool up into one booth or two booths.
The-
But I think, yeah, I know that just some alpha I heard like yesterday. I know that or this morning. I know that Eden is getting Adam Dean up on a space on Thursday night. I think, which this comes out Thursday afternoon. So if you catch it in time, I think he's getting Adam Dean to go up and kind of talk about like, why the prices were so high and like what they plan on doing with all the extra money. Like, are they going to afford like better internet? I heard the internet at CNFT Con was shit. I heard that a lot of stuff was kind of messed up. So just some alpha, I think that they're going to kind of dive into like why the prices are what they are.
And I love Adam Dean. Adam Dean is the man. Like Adam Dean actually has an
Yeah.
ugly custom. So shout out to him. I
Yeah,
was like,
shout out to
the
Adam.
man deserves it. He's contributed so much to this community. And yeah, it's just these are the things that happen with events, right? Like events are expensive, but
Yeah.
Right.
we don't have like we weren't that project that crossed $1 million or $1 million ADA. We
Yeah.
never crossed $1 million ADA. And like so when I think about these things, I'm like, damn, like now with this amount of money, like I would love to know what type
Yeah.
of marketing, because if it's the same thing as last year,
Yeah,
I'm going to show up, but it's going to be different. Yeah, it's going to be different. It's going to be a different vibe. But I'm going to go regardless. I'm going to go. I just don't know what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, right? Just because now we're in a state of like, hey, we are building, and I have monthly cost, and I spend a lot of my money. Yeah, it's crazy.
The way Big T and I plan on doing it, because we make no fucking money, is like we end up dumping ADA and money into it. But like we plan on getting like maybe 20 shirts, then just like passing them
Let's
out
go.
to the
To like
homies.
our friends, yeah, the homies.
Kind of in the way that DCC did it and like Peppermint did it, where like if you are a homie, you get a fucking shirt. You
Yeah.
don't need to pay $50-$60
Chill,
for
relax.
Hey,
relax.
yeah. Whoa.
Get some
Hey.
NFTs rolling. Get yourself a penthouse, my boy. Get yourself a penthouse at the Westgate.
Dude, it's that easy. But let's kind of move off of this topic, and the
Yeah.
next one is like way more intimate, and you don't have to answer it. But if you'd like to, we'd.
Mitch loves throwing in like curveball topics at the very last second. I'll do all the topics, and Mitch is like, "Let me add two while we're recording. This will be fun."
Oh, but let me tell you, Roy was very excited because he's like, "I seen it. It gets chaotic, and I know floor price guy could handle it." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Well, and then when we tweeted about like what's some good topics to ask, you asked something about washing machines. I was like, Roy, what kind of you're not helpful at all. What you're asking me about washing machines and cereal?
Those are the crazy topics that the wild cards deal with. What kind of washing machine do you use? Milk before the cereal?
No, we do cereal first, milk then. We don't do milk cereal. I don't know, but there's something about the texture. Listen, my son loves his cereal without any milk, so there you go.
The crunchy. He just wants the crunch.
Yeah. He wants the rip in it.
Now these are the cool questions we should be asking, but during today's episode, Tyler, Serge, what was the worst day of your life?
When? What year? What year?
I was about to say the last couple of years have been kind of hectic.
Yes, but was there a day where shit just like hit the fan and it kept on hitting and hitting?
I'll give you my worst day. My worst day recently. It was the day of the hack. Like literally a day where we ended up getting the Discord hacked, and you know, I put the phone on vibration, and I wake up, and I'm just like, God damn, because the notifications were flying, and people assume, and then it's just like you gotta get the people out of there. So it's just like they nuked our Discord. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It's safe now, but I think that was one of the worst days in a while.
Yeah.
Especially to wake up to something like that. It's nothing like you weren't already like awake and doing stuff throughout the day, you know, to like get up and do something like that.
Yeah, and you know, it was one of the craziest things, and it was just this verification system that you had to put. I was doing my due diligence and trying to go to the Discord, and I was signing up. And that's the thing about it now, it's just like lesson learned, and I am I don't really open anything anymore. Like I'm very fool me once, shame on you. Fool me once, shame on me. But you know, I did feel good because everybody we lost. People lost. There was like a 17 each lost, and we ended up. Guess who paid for that?
Big guy.
Well, so let me tell you my story about that. I had invested out of my money on a duplicator from Doodle. And you know, somebody Peppers, shout out to Peppers, very nice guy. He was trying to get me into it, and I'm like, damn, I'm not gonna spend money on the Doodle, but let me hop on this duplicator. And then I ended up scoring one of the rarest duplicators, and literally I sold it for 8 ETH. So it was a cushion, and I sold a lot of my NFTs. I had a lot of NFTs. I had crypto goons. I had to sell those, but everybody basically got compensated at loss. Yeah, and it was pretty good. Pretty good.
These are the way like teams should go, like rather than like folding, and even more so. The fact of the matter is that your team is like two people in charge of everything, and by two people, like one guy's kind of an outsider, like looking out, looking in, then you are taking care of like so much of that too. So good shit for doing what most teams don't do, because most teams are too pussy to like sell their NFTs.
Well,
do things
you know what's interesting is that actually somebody tagged me, and there was a Discord that got hacked and lost a lot of money. And you know, and here's the thing about it: if it's a link that comes in from randomly, but it came from my account, right? It came from the main. If like that's the thing about it, because people were like, "Oh, it's Sergio," but it's because it wasn't that they hacked my account. It said that I went to a website, I dragged something, the Discord was live on the web browser, so they were able to copy the Discord token that
Yeah.
shifts every time.
Yeah.
Every time you log in and log out,
Mm-hmm.
it changes. So they were able to replicate that, and they were just waiting for me to go to bed, and that's when it was, boom, right? But yeah, I saw that, and it
Dude,
was just like,
people are so smart. Like, just get a real job. Why the fuck are people doing weird stuff, dude?
well, I mean, it's just like, and I didn't know this, but so there is a Discord channel that provides like that service, that the hacking service. Like, there's a code, there is everything, and I'm just like, wow, it's on
That's
GitHub,
crazy.
and it's the craziest thing. You're like, really? So you can't really shut this down? Like, nope, you can't shut it down. It's live.
Man,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So
I didn't even know
fucking
you just
good.
go on the internet and get that. That's crazy.
Yeah, you
But
can.
but that's when you've become a big deal, when there's like people out there being like, oh, I'm gonna impersonate this bitch. T, what's been your worst day ever?
I don't know if I have like a worst day that I can remember per se. I remember like a rough time, like my last semester of college a couple years ago. I like moved home because it was like when COVID had first started, so like school was online, and I was working like a part-time job at a car wash, like washing people's cars, and it was just hard. Like, it was just weird. It was a weird like transition in life to be like going straight from college to like just living by myself, working like a part-time job, and then like just being on the computer all the time, which like I'm kind of used to, because like I said, like I grew up playing a lot of video games, but it's always kind of like you have like
Nice.
more of that, like you play with your friends and things like that, but it was more of like it was just like a weird time in life. I think getting that adjustment was like really hard for me. Like, even though I am pretty like introverted, it was just like the shift of like being at college and like getting to go to like football games and drinking with your friends to immediately like none of that exists anymore. Like, you didn't
Yeah.
get to say bye to any of your friends or anything like that. Like, they just closed schools. So like you just like popped around to some of the homies and were like, hey, like I'm moving back home. Like, I'm not going to just sit around here and do nothing. You know what I mean? So it was just like a weird like transition in life. I think that was pretty like rough on me, but it worked out in the end. Now I work from home all the time, and it's great, and I love it. I get to do like, I got 2 computers going, so I can answer on Discord over here while I'm typing an email over here. It's a great time. I love
Damn.
it. So
Degen.
Degen, I actually
Hey,
joined a Zoom call yesterday with my VP, and forgot that like if my computer's turned a certain way, you can see the corner of my MacBook or my Mac like desktop, and I had like Discord up in the top right corner because my screen split, and I was like, oh shit, so I like had to turn around and minimize it really quick.
They know.
I was like,
They know. Like,
Yeah.
you know, they all know. As long as you do your stuff, they don't care.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just want A, B, and C completed. They don't give
yeah,
a shit anymore.
exactly. But I was like, I don't want them reading my Discord. Let me turn that off. Mitch,
The-
what's
What
your
about
answer?
you? What about you, Mitch? You're gonna
Oh
dodge,
my
you're gonna dodge
God,
your goal question?
My life is miserable. Every day sucks, and you know. So I'm kind of gonna cheat my own question and do what Tyler did. Like the worst like 2 months of my life was back in university, when I kind of like realized that like that all of the homies I have made like didn't actually care about me, and that then my ex and I broke up. Then my grandma died, so I like
Jesus.
Sorry.
Sorry, buddy.
dropped out of college. Don't worry, it was a bit ago. You guys are.
You a bad motherfucker now. That's what's up. You a bad boy.
That's right. Now you got a space
That-
buds, baby,
See, I've got a space buddy
and a clay.
Got
Let's
a
go.
clay. Goddamn.
You got to. When are you
But-
gonna frame the ugly though? We got to frame the ugly and start a new row at the very top.
Maybe I might.
Yeah, you got room for one more row up top.
That's that. It looks nice. Yeah. Show your boy some love. Show your boy some love.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
see.
yeah,
For
yeah,
sure,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, frame mine. Put it up there.
So you can get my like Twitch clout.
Yeah. So
Just
I can be the
bunch
clout.
of girls saying, "Damn."
Dude, I actually have a
why
girl
do
ugly.
you
I have a definitive. with the
Yeah?
the girl. She has no face with the pink hair and the pom poms. You know what I'm talking about? The palm hair. I'm really bad.
There are so many
There's so many definitives. I can't even tell you. I couldn't begin to tell you what it's actually called. I just know what it is
This
or what
is
it looks like. I'll look it up.
Sorry. Go ahead, Mitch.
This is why I got a ninja.
The ninjas are super cool.
But even like, that's the one thing about the collection. Like, like we're how early are we really? We will never know up until the next couple of years. But like, that collection is the first non-generative, like that was like, it was handmade and took us how many months?
Yeah.
It took us 7 months to finalize, and it was amazing. It was cool. It has 114 or 115 characters. And I never thought I was going to build the game, but damn, like we're building all the 3D avatars now. So when it's going to be pretty cool because there's going to be a character selection and amongst other things.
Yeah, that's cool. It's Bella. That's who it is.
Else?
That's the one I got.
Bella.
Bella.
Else you'd like to leak a bit?
No, just non-custodial staking is coming. Like, it's going to be cool because we're going to have new in-game avatars that will be ready, that will be we're going to have so with the ugly token, one of the things that people really want are their customs. You guys want customs, right? So you have uglies, which means you'll be able to stake your uglies, and then you get tokens. And then you can enter those tokens in a raffle. And if you win the raffle, you get whatever custom you want. If you want it printed, you just get from a certain project. Like clays, we've already printed roughly like 5 of them. We always say reach out to the clay, see if they're okay with it, and we end up making it. And they're cool as long as you own it.
Sick.
So different projects have different restrictions. Some I know Disco Solaris. Somebody actually won a Disco Solaris. Yeah, we made her a Disco Solaris one. That's going to come out very soon.
That's sick. That's super sick. Yeah, one day I'm going to get one.
Yeah. The token. Don't forget. I'll let you know. I'll once it's up and ready. Like I'll remind everybody.
I will say that's probably like the hardest part about being like so engaged is that like I feel like the more engaged I am, the more I miss, right? Because there's just so much going on, and I like put my head into one thing, and then like the 3 things pass me while I'm trying to like research one thing, and I'm like, man, I missed this, I missed that. So yeah, cool.
With my mind, it's very like, let's do this, or let's do that.
Like one task at a time.
Yeah. So that is why I haven't like bought anything in like 5 months. Even though I do a fucking crypto podcast where I talk to people about it every
It's hard.
week.
It's hard, man. It's hard. Even, I'll tell you as a creator, like so many, you minting alley cats, and I'm like, bro, all the whitelists I gave it to you guys, and I give everything away. Everything that's given away, I literally Lewis from Death Squad gifted me an NFT, and somebody asked for it. I just give that shit away, right? I just give it away.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. There are too many things going on, and somebody asked me. We were talking about with Deca the other day, and it's like, oh, projects should be doing updates, and I'm like, hell yeah, but like, not everything not everything should be a big news because there's so much, and that's the thing about it. There's so much out there, right? And there's so projects are actually taking their time. Like we're taking our time, we're building it, and I want to have a little bit more before I announce, right? So I think for major updates, I don't want, hey, something's coming. I'm not that person.
Right. It's all and it also gets you also don't I also get kind of turned off when I get at everyone 10 times in one day. I'm like, man, this is a lot. You know what I mean? My Discord has 300 notifications. It's so bad.
That was back in the day, when we cut that was back in the day. We do one announcement a week, or even every 2 weeks, but I'm always in the Discord, and I'm always doing live spaces, and I think that's the difference. We always have spaces running on Friday, so people want to come in. Hey, you want to know what's going on? I'm going to give it to you. You got questions? Let me know. But yeah, that's a cool thing.
Sick. Cool. So yeah, let's pivot a little bit. Serge, I know you are a big music man yourself. As far as playing music and being into music. So, how do you think your passion for music has influenced the way like you operate in the CNFT space? Like, do you think that being like so into like something that's, you know, a very a different kind of like art form, do you think that like influences the way that you run your project and things like that?
Yeah, I mean, music to me, like Daniel does music as well. Daniel just doesn't, because he's busy with the art, like he's just
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have time for it. But like, I think music is very underappreciated
Mm-hmm.
in NFTs right now. But it's
Oh, for
depending
sure.
on what you're using it for. Because the way we
Yeah.
use it is like, hey, we're gonna attach it to this NFT, and
Mm-hmm.
if you end up minting it out, it's yours. And I was like, oh, how could you tell it's mine? Well, because I made the song. I literally
Yeah.
made the songs I own the software to everything, and by default you have the music rights. You can do
Right.
Yeah.
anything you want with it. You're fine. You're ready to go. And I think that makes it special. It does make it extremely special. And that's one of the most undervalued things that NFTs has, and it's just different, right? Because like we do everything in home. Like the game is sorry in house. The game is in house. We didn't really contract a third party company. Like our one of our 3D designers actually knows Unreal Engine 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it just made sense. Everything we try to do in house versus hey, could you get me this song? I think that's what makes it special, and it's just like it's cool because there's a couple projects that have come out with music themes and different stuff, and it just makes it exciting, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
how cool, like I've spoken with people that have minted the one of ones or the ones that with the music, and they're like, damn, oh shit, they got music. Oh, so
Yeah.
people think it's like you can't like no, that's your music now. You can do anything you want as long as you own the
Yeah.
NFT.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty special.
That in my eyes is the biggest utility that we've like barely seen.
Yeah,
There's consistently people being like, oh, well, we're bringing utility to this by doing the same thing that this thing's doing. And
yeah,
it's
which is passive income. Everyone's doing the passive income play, right? Passive income to your token.
yeah,
That's the thing
which
about
is
it.
good because like
Yeah, it's good.
there's there's a couple key words that turns on every crypto investor, and a big key word is passive income.
Yeah.
So, but then with like music, with like lore, with these things that kind of add something else to it,
Yeah,
where there's a reason you're going in the Discord to see this new beat like Serge is making, or
yeah, yeah,
you're going into this other Discord server to see this new big lower drop thing. Like
yeah,
that's the real utility that we need to see better pushed in a better way. So, but
yeah. And different people are doing different things, right? That's what's so cool about NFTs. Like if you ever participated in some sort of like passive income play where you only had to claim it, man, how crazy was that, eh?
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen like even the claim we had, super smooth, super nice, like it was cool, cool and sweet.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think too that like, I think that for me, crypto or blockchain in general is like, I think that music and like the music industry, like I feel like that's one of the best use cases we can have for like blockchain, right? It's like there's an entire industry where there's like, you know, thousands of artists that basically all depend on a handful of like major record labels to either like make money in what they're doing or not. You know what I mean? And I think
Yeah,
that for independent artists, like having something like blockchain where it's super decentralized and really you make it what you want to make it and like can give it to people in that form. You know, I think that's like a super interesting use case for blockchain in general
yeah,
and something I'm really interested in. So like when I was a kid, like my dad was in a band, right? So like music's near and dear to my
nice. What
heart,
music?
and I my dad played in like a rock band in like the let's see like the 80s and 90s.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah,
Guitar
yeah.
player?
So yeah, he plays the guitar and like basically I feel like everyone can play like the same three instruments. So he can play like the guitar, the bass, and like the piano, like the keyboard. Um, he also plays a
Nice.
little bit of harmonica. That's kind of fire.
damn,
Hey, but that's crazy
Right.
because my brother, he can play like all the same instruments. Like when we were kids, my dad really wanted to teach us how to play. So my brother, he can play all of them. And me, dude, I gave up so fast. I was like, bro, this is too hard. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And also, but I also wanted to try to be cool when I was a kid. So like my brother was learning guitar at the time when I was probably like 10. And I was like, Dad, if he's learning the guitar, I don't want to do that. Like that's his thing. I want to know how to play the bass. But like obviously, if you know anything about bass guitars, like the strings are really thick and they hurt my fingers because I was like 10 years old. So then I quit because I was like, bro, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
It hurts my hands. So I gave up.
You and I both had that type of experience where like I got into like playing the guitar that hurts. I got into skateboarding.
Yeah, your hands.
I fell on my ass. That fucking hurts. So I'm like, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
It happens, right? With everything, like guitar. I love guitar. I love music. I think music is very underrated, and the appreciation of seeing art versus hearing art in NFTs is very different. A lot of people are starting to get their grasp to it. They're tweaking it, see what they could do, but we'll see where this goes, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Kind of going off of that, the next topic is what is one thing about you that nobody in Web3 knows about you yet, Serge?
I'm a poet.
Oh shit!
No, you're a poet.
Oh.
My man just made something up on the spot too. I was
He's
for
a
real, like
liar,
man.
too.
I was like, this is
He's a
crazy.
liar.
I'm a liar. I lie. I'm a
Perfect.
habitual liar sometimes. No, but like something about me, nobody knows. Well, I love Yu-Gi-Oh when it came out. Okay, I'll give you a better one. I think I was the first person to see Pokemon televised in America. This is true. This is true fact. This is true.
Let's hear it.
Remember, I was in my underwear, and I remember the first episode. And what happened in the first Pokemon episode? You see the legendary Yuho. Remember Yuho? Probably butchering his name right now, but yes,
Yeah,
I think that's. I think I was the. Hopefully, I was one of the because I remember. I'm like, damn.
That is dope, and
That's a cool memory. Yeah, that's a cool memory to have.
Yeah, that's a cool memory. That was dope. That was like 19. What year was that? That was 1996, 7.
I was about to say. I was waiting for you to say a year before we were born, and he picked one.
No. Let me see. Let me see when Pokemon came out in Pokemon US. That way, you guys. Yeah.
That kind of was before Tyler and I were born, though. Yeah.
Yeah. It's great. April 1997.
Oh yeah.
The first episode.
That's so cool. Like Pokemon back when I was a kid, like there'd be a single movie I had to come home to and to watch every single day with a big bag of popcorn, with the biggest fucking smile on my face. Then I've like played every Pokemon game.
That was it.
Yeah, those were the days. But did I feel like it's too easy to say that I?
It's a good memory, bro. That's all you gotta say. It's a good memory. That's how
right.
it is. I'm trying to find my charger so it doesn't die.
You're good.
Good man.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm still good. I'll switch if it dies out. So don't worry about it. That was a great memory. And like you're talking about the movie, I remember going to the movie in the Dominican Republic, and Pikachu was slapping the other Pikachu, and it was funny. But then it's like, damn,
this is sad.
Yeah. No, it was sad. It was fun until it wasn't fun, and then you're like, bro, just stop. They captured our hearts. Violence, bullying was ended that day. Violence was ended. That's it. That's it.
Violence is no more.
I have not bullied somebody since. It's been crazy.
There it is.
Since before you were born.
However, unless they FUD my NFT, then I bullied them. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. What's the project that you have FUDed the hardest in your lifetime?
Do I FUD?
The projects that we FUD, like that I've personally talked to.
Mitch. I'm asking you individually, Mitch.
Dude, Dude, I don't even think about Cardano.
Our very first episode, Mitch was fudding
yeah.
BCRC, and he made it the thumbnail of the video. So don't let him say he's never fudded anyone. He was fudding BCRC the whole time.
But that video got like 300 views, so I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna fud.
Oh yeah, he's gonna fud it every time. Now he's gonna go in on a rampage.
Fucking everybody was like fudding them back like 6 months ago. So I'm like, of course I'll do it.
Yeah,
if I must.
I try to be careful with that. I try to, yeah, because like the thing about it is you could say things, but then somebody holds an ugly that holds BCR, and then you're like, damn, bro, I can't hurt. I can't, like, it's not fair. It's ain't fair, right?
Right, and that's the thing. I think that, like, I think everyone has like whether you say you're in it for like the money or not, I think that everyone would be lying if they said they didn't hold some sort of emotional attachment to at least one of their NFTs, right? Most people, right? So I think that because people have this like such an emotional connection to this JPEG that like they, like you said, they will literally like floor anything. Like if they're mad about something that somebody said, like there's a lot of reactionary people that are just like, you said one thing bad, I'm gonna floor this, now I'm gonna floor that, and it's like, and then it's kind of like it's a big back and forth. And I think that, I don't know, I think that's just a lot of like emotions. You know, everyone's very emotional about something that they hold.
Yeah, and like, mental, I gotta say, like, I've dealt with certain individuals that, it's like day and night. I had this person do something for me, and they were just like, yo, I'm doing this, and I'm like, great, like, let me, and then the next day it's like, yeah, I'm out of the project, I'm gonna sell everything, I need to get help, and it's like, great, and then it's just like get yourself help, and then it's just like, hey, what's going on with the staking, and I'm like, I wish you the best. I don't want to contribute to what's causing, and there's a lot of mental health, and people really need to take care of themselves.
Right? Yeah. I think for sure. And I think there's a lot of people like playing with a lot of money that like they probably shouldn't be, right? And that's why I tell people all the time, like if I'm ever trying to shill to my IRL friends about, buying JPEGs on the internet, I always, make sure I tell them, like, one of the first sentences I say is like, always, I never buy a picture on the internet where if everything went to zero, I would be like, homeless, like all my bags, every NFT I could own could just all be worth nothing, and I'd still be okay and be able to pay my bills. And I think that's like first and foremost in the space. Like we need to make sure that everyone's not just playing around with money that they need, right? Like that's a bad idea. That's a terrible idea.
Yeah, and like, I personally, like, and that's why, like, when I remember, like, what's the floor price? What are you predicting? What do you see about it? And I'm like, bro, like, it's just so hard because we're still, you're still building. There's nothing really concrete for you to kind of say.
Yeah.
You're just making assumptions, and so many project creators assume, right? And people love that shit. And that's the one thing, like, I come from a Web2 business, right? And now Web3, and it's just like assuming. I don't assume. Like I go by facts. That's why it's so hard to like assume. Like it's crazy. Yeah. But hey, Moon, let's go Moon, baby. How?
Hey, and if you're looking for the floor price, consult with the floor price guy. All right, he'll let you know.
Wow.
He knows. He knows them all.
I know them all. That's the alter ego, and that's funny because like, floor price guys comes from. I'm being honest with you. I like to buy floors. I don't go after rarity. I go after floor.
You and Mitch are the opposite. Mitch is like the type of person he's going to buy the one that he really likes the most. Doesn't matter how much it costs, and he doesn't care.
Yeah, I noticed that about Mitch. But I'm a guy that I'll go in and I'm like.
I'm the same with you, Serge. I'll buy a bunch of floors.
I like this. I like that. I like.
I think. Yeah, I think I kind of fall in the middle, right? Like I'll get to the point to where like for example, for like Eden's, like I knew I wanted to be like a super holder for the benefits it gives you, right? So I was just buying floors until I got to 20, right? And now that I'm at 20, I can go like hunting around for something that I really want, like if I want to buy it, right? But to that point, like it doesn't really matter how rare they are because I just want them to serve this one purpose,
Yeah, and the reality is like people get emotional. People have things every day, right? The listings are there. If there's no really activity going on, people dying out. They're not, and so people will floor it. Like I have And that's the thing about it. I will never tell anybody what not to do. But I have big holders that floor shit all the time
Mm-hmm.
because they want to buy something else, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that's the game. I think it's
Yeah.
more when you call them out, right? When you say, "Hey, yeah," so that's yours. You bought it. You can do anything you want with it, right?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. No, I agree. I agree. Mitch, what's one thing no one knows about you in Web3?
Dude, I've told people about this before, but back in high school, I was super good friends with the youngest Jonas brother,
Oh,
and
nice.
I feel like that's very, very underrated.
Can you text
And
him and tell him to pump my bags after the show? Thank you.
The question, well, the
Yeah.
question is, do you still have
Um,
contact with the?
Yeah, do you have contact
that's
with
the
him? And
first-
if you do, can you pump my bags,
so,
please?
so I do have his Snapchat.
Oh.
and you
but-
guys hit it off. Hey man, how's tour going? Hey, hey.
Because he's the youngest Jonas brother and never joined the band. I don't think asking him about his tour would go very good. But
How's the brothers doing? That's what you should ask him.
Yeah.
Will they please pump my bag?
No,
That's
that's
funny.
crazy.
Yeah, but like I've talked about it on here before, the first time getting like a drunk was at the Jonas Brothers' house. So
Oh, that's nice.
so like it's just
I
to,
said that. I said that like it's like nothing, but yes, that's
yeah
nice. You got
yeah
drunk.
yeah
That's
no
cool.
that's like drinking in like Miley Cyrus's house, drinking with fucking Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
Like I mean it's nice to look back and be like, damn, but like we aren't super close anymore. So like it's not something I talk about all the time, unless I'm talking to a girl. Then I
Yeah.
fucking always tell her, hey,
Naughty.
me and the Jonas Brothers, we are like tight. And
Boy,
it
just
always
revive that
works.
relationship, bro. Revive that relationship. Oh, you guys, this is my boy. Let's link up. Let's talk. It's been a while. Mercury.
Then you take a
Mercury,
picture with
let's-
him. Hey, what's up?
Hey.
I mean, I have a picture of us back in high school, and you can tell it's the youngest Jeff Jonas. So,
That's pretty.
That's
cool.
super funny.
That's super nice.
so I've been riding off of that clout the past 10 years.
Yeah.
It's been fun.
Got it. You got to stay on
Let's
top of
go.
it, man. You got to stay on top of it.
T, what is somebody
I haven't
nobody
done one.
knows about you?
I'm like,
that.
you can
I
ask
want
you can
that.
ask Mitch this. I'm like the most average person in the whole world. I'm like average in every way. I'm trying to think of something interesting. I don't know, man.
So
Like,
so I laugh about this because like the conversations we have where he's like, oh, I'm doing the exact same thing I do every day. He is the most average,
I think that's a
non-extorted
good fun
area.
fact about me. I'm just average. I don't. I
No,
like it.
you're a good guy, but you just live a lot life at the exact same
I'm,
day
like,
after
very-
day after day.
Yeah, I'm very like comfortable. Like I don't like doing things outside of my box. So I make my little
Yeah,
box
that's
and I
nice.
just do
That's
stuff. You know. I think that's where
Listen,
I'm at.
if I could, I would do it again. Let's think about it. Eventually, I want something calmer in the future, right? Like I have a son. I'm fed up with Toronto. I actually want to move away from Toronto. It's
Texas.
just too wild. That you know what? You know what's funny? I was telling my wife, "Yo, babe, the houses in Texas." But
See?
Yeah, bro.
Y'all
Bro, the
motherfuckers
thing
got-
is,
Y'all
out there
talk
in
shit.
out there in West Texas, they'll be like, bro, look at this house, 5,000 square feet, only 200 grand, but you live in the middle of nowhere. There's
Yeah,
not-
but that's
don't
cool,
live
bro.
in West Texas. Don't. Don't do it, man.
Cool.
It's cool
need
till
to
tornado season.
live-
Then it's not cool no more, my boy.
Well, yeah, that's not cool. That's the issue. But listen, you guys got guns. My wife doesn't like guns. My wife's actually an American citizen. Actually, she's actually an American citizen.
Good on
so-
you,
Man, y'all got all kinds of You got DR citizenship, Canada citizenship, American
born
citizenship.
in Dominican Republic. Well, I'm neither a Canadian citizen nor nor an American citizen. I'm a Dominican citizen.
Okay,
I have
cool.
permanent
But if you
residency.
wanted to, I was about to say, if you wanted to, couldn't you apply for dual citizenship so you could have two, right? If you wanted to.
Yeah, but living in the edge a little bit is not bad either, right? Living
Yeah.
a little bit. I'm in a very safe spot right now, so I
Good.
that's the thing about it. With the whole crypto thing, I'm just like, yeah, DR citizen, let's go.
Let's
No
go,
regulation.
DR. No, let's go.
DR, no regulation, but you can't do weird shit though. That's the only issue. You got to go by the book over there.
Yeah, for sure.
Because over there, they don't recognize, like, crypto really isn't recognized over there. And I'm like, really? I'm like, yeah. So it's like when you convert it, it's recognized. It's like, okay, you convert 1,000 ADA. It's not 1,000 ADA what you converted, it's what comes out. But once you do it over there and deposit it, right? So things are very diverse. Versus here, if there was like, for example, that's why it's a business account. The digital wallet. Look at that samurai. Look at that beauty. That's why over here, you got ADA, you received it immediately. Boop. You received it today. You converted it in 3 years. You got to kind of claim it every year, and they tax you, right? It is what it is in these countries. Anything that has like personal income here, yeah, you got to claim it.
Yeah. It's rough. I've been going back through. I was lazy in 2022 and didn't keep up anything. So I've been going back. Mitch is getting the metal bracelets.
Mitch is going to jail with top crypto.
Guys, can we change the topic?
I'm tripping, bro. I'm tripping.
Topic number 5.
Mitch never comes to spaces, and I always tell him he needs to come to spaces because it's a rowdy time. Like, I feel like everyone would clown and it'd be fun.
Bruh.
Everyone would clown about you going to jail. It'd be funny to me. I think it's funny.
This is why I don't, guys.
So okay, another person I adore is Eden7. Eden7 with a heavy heart. And then he's, we host a space together, me, Roy, and him on Wednesdays. And he's, Sergio, had you heard about the prison announcement? And I'm like, what? The prison? Founders are gone. Guys, we apologize. We're going to go away for a long time. We'll be back in a couple years. Wait for it.
Founders that go to prison, red flags.
And return. Founders, yeah, it's
funny.
It's interesting, the flooding. And
we've got to go to the farm for a bit. We'll be back in maybe 2 years, and maybe
hey, people act. I gotta say something. I've seen owners that act that they don't have phones. Like theirs, like, oh, Discord. What's that? Oh, it has to, literally the one Nifty owner, Nifty, because now Nifty's under new management, thank God, right? Shout out to their holders. Guys from Toronto, and guy literally disappeared for times at a time, and they couldn't reply back. I understand that your life, when you have complications, but it takes you 1 minute to just let everybody know, hey guys, I'm going through some stuff, give me some time, I'm good.
Yeah.
Versus months and people, it's crazy.
Man, shout out to Toronto. Everybody in CNFT seems to live in Toronto, so shout out to Toronto.
There's a lot of sketchy people in Toronto. Gizmo that rug and I met Gizmo rug. He gave all the money back, and it was just it's
crazy.
There's a lot of people from Toronto, actually. There's a lot of people from Toronto.
That's what I was about to say.
This is why you need to move over to Texas.
Well, it's not gonna work out. My wife doesn't like the guns over there. You guys got a gun situation. You guys boom, boom, boom.
Bro, for real, it's not uncommon. You go to the grocery store, you see 3-4 people just walking around with guns all the time. It's the Wild West.
Yeah.
But that's because it is the Wild Wild West. So
Dallas.
Somebody's got a bad gun, then there's somebody with a good gun. So we fixed the problem with another problem.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
That's like when I get into credit card debt, I just get more debt.
solution.
Haha.
no, don't get more
No,
debt, please. Don't.
I'm just kidding. I'm
Pay your
kidding.
credit cards off, homie.
I'm kidding. I'm
Keep it
kidding.
at a minimum, baby. Keep it at a
NFA,
minimum.
not financial advice. Continuing on, Serge.
Just have a debit card. It's okay. We're all
That's
going
right.
to jail, regardless of
Yeah.
NFA. Regardless, we're all going to jail.
Here we go. Lock them
You know,
up.
Yes.
Sir, the next topic we got for you is what is your weirdest habit?
Damn, that's a weird question. That's an intimate question, actually. How dare you ask that question?
I'm gonna let you guys know. I'll go first. I'll go first to just cut the air. I'm 25 years, or I'll be 25 in like 2-3 weeks, and I still bite my fingernails, and I know it's gross, and I don't know why. It's like an unconscious habit. I do it all the time,
Okay.
and it's my weirdest and worst habit, right? Because it's so it's gross, and I know it's gross, but I can't do it. It's like a nervous tick, I'll be like on a big work call, I'm just chewing on my hands.
I don't judge you. Maybe Mitch will, but I won't. I'm
He
still
always
trying to
judges
think
me.
about what's the.
Mitch drinks Four Loko on ice, and I think that's a weird habit.
How?
Serge, have you ever had a Four Loko?
Dude, I need something to,
That's a very.
take off the pain.
Can I say something?
Yes.
First and foremost, that's a very American thing to do. Like, there's something about Americans. They love their Four Locos.
I drank it in a wine glass.
He drank it. I joined Serge. I kid you not. I joined one of his streams one time, just random. Just joined his Twitch stream. I put in the message thing, "What are you drinking?" He was like, "Four Loko," and I was like, "On ice." He was like, "Yep."
I'm saying it because all my when I used to study in America, all the boys were drinking Four Loko.
And it's crazy because
They would
you just chug one Four Loko and you're drunk on 8 quarters, and it's weird, right? Like you're drunk on $2, and it's just really weird.
Yeah, and I used to see motherfuckers working part-time jobs just to drink on the weekends, and it's just like, yo, let's go. If you're into that,
It gets you to where you want to be.
Yeah. To be fair, because I don't do that every day, but if we meet a goal, then of course I'm drinking a Four Loko on ice, and then I pass out like 2 hours into it.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm trying to think of my weird habit. You could kind of call my diet weird, where I eat Costco hot dogs and pizzas every day. That's a bit weird.
Serge, but I mean, just picture this. Could you ever imagine yourself going into a Costco, braving the crowd of a Costco just for just to go get a hot dog and then just walk back out?
Hey, listen. Floor price guy likes hot dogs. He likes hot dogs from IKEA. I like IKEA hot dogs. They're amazing. 50-cent hot dogs.
50-cent hot dogs. That's good.
IKEA is cool.
It's Montreal-based hot dogs, boys. You know what Montreal-based hot dogs is?
No, it's
Steamed, baby. It's steamed. They steam
Oh,
that
it's a
shit. They don't grill that
steamed
shit.
hot
They
dog.
steam that shit. Yeah,
That's different. That's different.
Yeah, it
so
hits home different, bro. It hits home different. I'll tell you that right now.
their 50-cent hot dogs. Do they put anything on it, or is it
Hot
just
dog. Why do you keep saying hot dog?
wiener?
Whoa.
Just a single hot dog on it, or
I also heard you
hot
Serge. I
dog.
also heard you like to do
Hot dog.
Boston accents as well.
I don't know who told you that. I don't know but I do like my sausage is big and strong and the hot dogs Montreal style. That's all I gotta
There
say.
you go.
No. And I am married and have a kid, so there you go.
Stevie is.
There you go.
Stevie's like, ugh.
No,
It's
Stevie
so
loves it.
good.
He's
Stevie
from Boston.
loves it.
He's from Boston too. He's
Yeah.
from Boston.
That's so
I gotta
funny.
get better. I'm trying to get better with my Boston accent. The hot
That's a tough
dogs,
one.
Rochester. Hey kid.
They do say
Yeah,
kid,
well, there's a lot of
kid a
fun.
lot.
Hey kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna really dive into that. I've been trying to dive into that world. It's funny. It's very interesting. No
That's
offense.
super fun.
Listen, I'm married to an American, so that's my
Yeah.
backup. Married to an American.
Hey, I think Americans talk. I think Americans talk weird. So I mean, and I'm an American, and I think they talk weird.
Yeah. No. It's multicultural, right? It's like there's so many.
Yeah.
But
The,
the hot dogs, though.
The the people on the East Coast talk very different than the people over in the South, or the people on the West Coast, or the people in the Midwest. It's like there's this accent, there's this accent, there's this accent, there's this accent. You can kind of like go from place to place to place. And
I am playing that. I am playing that game, bro. I don't want people flooring my stuff, bro. I'm playing that game. I'm not respectful now. I'm just playing, but nah. It's just the Boston accent. The Stevie's from Boston. So we try to keep it neutral with him. Hey, kid.
Would you say that is your weirdest habit?
Eating steamed hot dogs.
And
it's talking in a Boston accent?
No, I say buying NFTs is my weirdest habit. It's just like, you buy NFTs? And I was like, yeah, I actually buy NFTs. I like some. I like floor ones. Buying floor NFTs is my weirdest habit. I don't know what it is. Find them attractive. I like the floor price.
Yeah.
That was one of my weirdest habits, I would have to say. I like.
Have you ever bought the top?
Top it? No.
Like the top of the floor?
Yeah.
No. The lowest of the.
If you're looking for someone with some experience, the samurai over here to my right, maybe your left. I don't know what side he's on, but the samurai over here.
I will teach you my ways, child.
He is a big. He was a big. Like he liked to sweep the Lucky Lions at the top, and what else? Aping Riot Club at the top.
Listen, so when Lucky Lions, and that's the Cardano one, right?
Yeah.
So when Lucky Lions came out, I remember because like there was a space, and it was the beginning stages of NFA, and Tao didn't like his derivatives, and I mentioned Tao because I interacted quarter 1, quarter 2 a lot with Tao, and I remember I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get you the Lucky Lions founder, and I got him up. My boy was batting, and Tao was like, what the fuck is this? What's this bullshit? Where's the business plan? And I was just like dying because motherfucker was like,
that's good.
I'll buy it. I'm like, hey, let's go.
During this time, I considered myself a Cardano NFT influencer. So I was in a group chat with like 10 of them, and there were a couple big names being like, yo, you need to buy these lions. They're going to...
Yeah, but see, they had bought them 108 ago, so when you bought them, you were buying theirs. You were just buying theirs.
They bought them at 33
Yeah, they bought them at 33, and then when you bought them at like 150, you were just buying theirs.
They played me, guys.
Well, listen.
Yeah, when people hit you in the DMs, they're like, bro, you should start buying up the floor, bro. You got to check the wallets, man. Look at the wallets, because if it might be their wallet.
Listen, FOMO, who says it the best? When you go to these spaces, it's funny sometimes. You got the people, guys, that sweep the floor. The person that says it all has listed every single one on the floor.
Exactly. People do that all the time. They'll get up there and start pumping. They're like, let's get the floor, guys.
Funny. That is some funny shit.
I'm telling you, bro, you got to look at the wallets, bro, because you got the ADA handle. If your ADA handle, I recognize it, bro. I'm not buying it. I'm looking.
It's just crazy. It's not sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
But isn't that like part of the journey of like doing something fucking dumb and being like, oh shit?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Why did I do this again?
Yeah, I mean,
again.
But you got to understand that there are certain people that are just in and out. They will literally mint and drop. They don't give a shit about collecting. They're gonna make their profit and they're out. Versus other ones buy, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's just like literally, we did an expo and we participated in 3 expos last year. And one of them, we had some guys like, yo, I used to mint Cardano, always minted a flip. Never my man never held for over 2 hours, never. And it's like, okay, there's nothing wrong with that. That's your, But you do that shit now, you might stumble into problems, right? So
the market right now is really dicey. It's hard to do that.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, with handles and everything, say you are a influencer, and you are like, oh, I'm gonna flip this, and if somebody sees it, they'll be like, oh my god, this person's a flipper. They.
Bro, that's why everyone's got so many wallets. Everybody got wallets you don't know about.
And the new meta, the average person has what, 3 to 10 wallets? Right?
Yeah.
3 to 10 wallets? Because there's like 250 million. How many 250 million wallets? My boy.
Ain't that many users.
Let's divide that. He's like, I'm going to pull the old calculator out.
How is there 250?
There's 250 million Cardano wallets or something like that.
How? Let me.
Because people have so many. I think I have 7.
So it says 253,000. Sorry, not million.
Yeah, million was a lot.
Okay, million's a bit way too much.
That was
saying how.
I was like, dude, and my bags aren't even pumping, bro. And we got 250 million. That's crazy.
No, everybody left. Everybody left. It's just you, me, and Serge. We're the last ones.
What if the average user is opening up 8 wallets? We're looking at 30,000 wallets, basically.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So it'd be good to know the overall number of the wallets so we can get a better idea of how much we're growing. But we'll never know, right?
Yeah. Decentralization, baby. You're just always guessing.
Yeah, baby.
And it also doesn't make sense to go row during this down period. Maybe
that's where you build, baby.
We'll get the people building and shit. But then when Cardano goes back up to $1, people might be like, "Oh shit."
I think that when Cardano goes back up to $1, $1.50, $2, you'll see a lot of people that you didn't see all of 2022. You'll be like, "Man, where'd you go?" And then they just came back. You know what I mean? I feel like when I got into the space at the end of 2021, I was like, "Man, I see all these big accounts," and then I'm like, "Where'd they go? Bro, they're gone. I haven't seen them."
But let me tell you, we had running a space, and there's a Dogecoin account that appears from the ashes. A guy literally comes up and Dogecoin, and I mean, let me ask you a question, my brother. Where you been? Guy's like, Dogecoin was pumping, so we decided, it's time to bring her back, bring hope. Oh, you mean pump your bag? You mean pump your bag? And the guy's like, nah, man, we're for the people. And I'm like, but that's what you're just saying right now. It's just like there will be people that resurface. It happens. It not everybody. Remember, people buy, leave for 6 months, come back. Right? Years.
I'm on JPEG. Meanwhile, I'm on JPG store 17 times a day refreshing. Where they at? So
this is literally talking about me, even though I haven't left. My position's changed from it being on Twitter all day long to now I'm doing what Serge is doing, and I'm building and maybe I'm not on it as much, but I'm definitely paying attention and then building.
Yeah, and you should never compare. We should never compare each other's with how we build or who's building more. At the end of the day, it's a group. You're doing your part just by being active, right? It's appreciated, right? We're all different, and whoever judges you, how dare you? Whoever judges you, how dare them?
But it's kind of dope. Because if nobody cared about you, then nobody would judge you. So it's bring it on. Kind of bring that shit on. Let me tear you down and tear you apart.
Yeah, negativity just spreads. That's the issue, right? Sometimes, unfortunately, negativity spreads like wildfire. Sometimes people love assuming.
Dude,
so it is what it is.
Then during our market, it's everybody's sad and shit. So it's even more so than before.
I will tell you,
3% battery. If it goes down,
ahead.
I'll come back up. Okay. No, I have 3% battery. If it goes down, I'll come back up. Okay.
Cool. And I know we keep talking about Twitter Spaces, but I feel like I feel like to me, like in a really like sad and shitty market that it's been over the past like however many months, I feel like the spaces are really what I find like a lot of enjoyment out of, right? Even if like my bags aren't pumping and like shit's sad, I feel like the spaces that you can hop into are just so funny, dude. They're so
Yeah.
good. It is just like a good form of like entertainment.
Yeah. Well, you'll get a little bit of everything. You'll get the funny ones, the banter ones, the funny ones, the educational ones, the ones where it's like gossip, people calling each other broke. Like I heard one, you flip burgers, while the other guy.
Oh, I was in that space the other day. That was crazy. That was crazy.
And it's just like the night before, he was talking good about the other cat.
Everybody's friends, and then today you're not friends because your bag's not pumping.
We get emotional, right? We get very emotional, and it is what it is. It's just like take it with a grain of salt, but it is fun. It is entertaining. I'm not gonna lie, it is very entertaining.
Yeah, for sure.
Boys, let's do something so I don't hang on you. Let me rug, and you keep it aside. That way you guys can talk. Let me just rug it. I have 2%. I have to be somewhere at 7, but that way I can call you from downstairs. Is that cool?
Okay, perfect. That's perfect.
You're good, man.
I'll literally connect. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be back, okay?
Cool.
You can join it using the link we sent you.
Literally.
Okay.
Don't kill it. I'll be right back in a bit, okay?
All right, perfect, man.
5 to 7. 5 to 7. Okay, later, boys. See you in a bit.
All right, got you. Later, buddy. See you in a minute.
Ask me. Wait a minute, a second. Ask me my favorite animal.
What is your favorite animal?
Roy had a question.
Favorite animal?
Yeah. I was gonna get to it. Yeah.
Huh?
That's the joke. What's my favorite animal? He was like, Roy wanted to ask me something. Now ask me, and he just turned it off.
Dude.
Shout out to Roy.
Honestly, shout out to the boy.
Shout out to the boy, Roy.
So in the meantime, should we do a ad read?
Yeah, let's do an ad read. This week's episode is sponsored by...
No, this week's episode is sponsored by twitch.tv/Stutterboy CNFT, the best entertainment on Twitch. Back me up, Tyler.
Exactly. Not only will you be entertained watching incredible competitive gameplay at the highest tier, you will also be entertained by watching Mitch dance and or sing and or drink Four Loko at the same time. It's really a toss-up. Or wear a costume.
Multitask.
You never know.
Sometimes we'll wear an elf.
Yeah, sometimes he's elf. Sometimes he's or a 3 times tight hoodie. You never know.
My Twitch chat's been wanting me to get a fucking maid outfit, and I'm not sure.
Dude, that's awesome.
I'm not sure how to feel. Like that definitely needs to be a sub goal, but yeah.
Hey, I'll sub. I'll donate subs.
So you had a super fun meeting today.
Oh, for work? Nah, I didn't. Tomorrow was my fun meeting. Today I had a luncheon to celebrate quarterly success for Q4 last year. So your boy finished the quarter at 110% of quota. So went over what I was supposed to do.
Were you
Big
number
bags.
1?
On my team specifically, yes. On the whole organization, no.
Whole team. Where were you in the whole org?
Probably like 10th out of like 80, something like that.
10th out of 80? Dude, you need to get those numbers up, man.
I also got married in Q4, bro. Come on. And it was 2 holidays,
Bro.
for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Bro, what if I told you that you'll never be good enough until you're the number 1?
I'd believe you. That's why I grind.
You will work for my success.
That's right. Now let's cut to another ad. This next ad is brought to you by Pop It. You see this here? If you have really bad ADHD, you can just sit here and... Is this ASMR now?
Yo. Tyler, mind if I break into another ad?
Yes, please take it over. Ad break.
Have you ever been so fidgety and just like needed something to touch or do? Well, introducing the brand new fidget cube. Found it at my car when I was Ubering, like 7 months ago. Tyler, what's your favorite thing to do with your fidget cube?
Definitely the Switch.
Dude, honestly, same.
The Switch is the best on the fidget cube. I mean, you could buy these anywhere, even on Amazon. We don't have a link or a promo, but you can buy them if you want.
Dude, it helps me get better with women.
And we will cut that.
Will we?
No.
No. We don't cut things over here. We like it raw.
And uncut.
Raw.
But Mitch, while Serge is away, we should definitely discuss. I think we should host a Twitter space at some point together. I think that would be fun.
Dude, when, man?
I don't know. Whenever you want to. It'll be the comeback of Stutterboy, CNFT.
Dude, I fell off so hard.
I think people would show up and it would be fun.
Dude, I went from having 1,600 followers to having 1,633. Dude, I fell off, man.
How's the engagement, though? Are you engagementing?
No. Dude, everything I talk about is about my Twitch.
Dude, you're just shilling your own bags. That's why you haven't been growing on Twitter.
Dude, that's fine, man. Twitter's lame. Like, I went from being a Cardano influencer to putting all my time into Discord and to my own Twitch chat, and it's been fun.
Yeah, you left the Cardano community hanging, but I mean, it is what it is. I think essentially what you did was rug. I think that's what we call it. No, I'm just playing.
But nobody misses me. So did I?
I miss you. I told you. I think you should come back on a space. It'd be fun.
Dude, I'd be good on like Twitter Spaces and shit. Like, there's not enough stuttering.
Exactly, dude.
Like, I mean, honestly, I think that's what these spaces need more than anything else.
More stuttering, really, if we're being honest.
Just a whole lot of somebody that can barely talk. Dude, that's what people love. Like, that's why we get such high viewership over here. Because people love when I go like but so. Dude, I've got like 4 go-to words. So if I don't use one of those 4 words, something's fucked up.
There you go. But
I might be.
Also, what we should talk to the viewers about is what we should be doing for CNFT Con. I'm thinking of some ideas. I think that
we've got a year.
Dude, it's in October. It's in like 10 months,
dude,
8 months.
We need to buy our own box thing.
A booth? I'm not paying. Do you have 16K USD? Because I don't.
Dude, we know you're the.
What if we floor every single NFT that we own just to pay for a booth, and we show up and have no NFTs? It's the brand, bro. It's for the brand.
But we did drop our new logo, and I hope you guys do like the new logo. It is pretty fucking sick. It's not as dope as these fidget cubes, but then again, nothing is. Serge Geo's gonna join back and be like, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
We were talking about if we should we were talking. Wait, what? Oh, I said we were talking about if we should floor all of our NFTs to buy a booth at CNFTCon. That was our discussion. And show up to CNFTCon with no NFTs.
Hey.
Bro, someone trying to run up on you? Nah, we're kidding. We're kidding, but I'm an avid player of beer pong, and I'm excited, and I hope someone sets up a table this year like last year.
Where are you fucking going, man?
What are you guys talking about? I'm getting on the. I'm getting on the Uber. Also,
Okay.
Thank you.
Sergio, yes. What are you guys storing?
Yeah, go on. Go on.
Yeah, he's trying to. We got a little situation
Yeah.
here, boys. No, it's good. Now it's good. It's good. Don't do that. Don't floor your NFTs. Like if you have,
What do you
if
train?
Dope.
they mean something to you, don't floor them.
Oh, that's sick.
Th-
We. What do you want to know, Mitch? Listen,
Nice.
Mitch. Why don't you calm down, Mitch? Let me take it from here, Mitch. Let me take it. The boy's gonna take it from here. This is the
Bro,
Degen
Serge is
Report,
famous.
episode
Let's
number
go.
25 with yours truly, the bad guy, featuring Mitch and Big T. You know what? We're
Dude,
in Toronto right now. You like that? You like
guys
that?
were talking about me and
Where
talking
am I
to the
going?
Jonas Brothers, man.
So no,
Like,
it's everything goes. So
you've
I'm
got those
literally, like I said, like
connections
I have
in
an
the
appointment
bag.
at 7. I train 2 people. I know it's dark. It's cool. It's pretty cool. I train
Sipping
literally
rum.
True.
6 hours a
True.
week. I only have two
That's
two
true.
clients. I
Sipping
just train them
rum,
every
sitting
Tuesday
in a
and
hot
Thursday
tub,
at 7 to
watching the
9.
sunrise and shit.
Whoa.
Personal training. I'm so excited.
Whoa.
Hey, it did
You-
fucking happen though.
That's something you
But
probably didn't know
this
about
is
me.
the
Yes, I've been a
first time
personal
ever
trainer
that
for a decade.
we've done
Actually,
mobile DJ.
I trained.
Let's go, and I'm
Jay-
pumped.
I'm
Gina
a
Rodriguez
big
from
fan of
Degen
it.
I'm pumped.
OT Fang Ballet. I trained a couple more people that
No.
I had to write like
Dope, man.
non-disclosure
Dude,
agreements.
Dope.
Like, can't
So,
mention their names, but it was pretty cool.
let's go back
Yeah,
to
it's
our
pretty cool.
topics we were talking
I'm
about.
famous,
The
but
next topic
you know,
is
your
perfect.
boy, your
Because
boy,
you are
your
on
boy
the
not
move,
slacking. Let's just say
and
that.
you are also married. So, what was the best dating advice that you used that you can
Bro,
give
I
the
ain't sipping
single
rum
DJ
with the
viewers?
artists. Though. You are though. You sipping rum. You're doing all these different things, my boy, which is cool. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's fun. That's funny.
Dope, man.
Hey,
Both?
I didn't disappoint,
Huh?
right? I told him like,
All
let's
of them?
figure it out, and I figured it out. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Good,
great
man.
advice.
Good.
Mitch, what's your advice for the viewers?
Dude,
You're a ladies'
do I
man.
have any dating advice? See, you guys that make these jokes, but
Oh, just
literally,
go
I've
out
got
there,
no
have fun,
praise.
travel,
Like no
No
praise
praise.
at all.
You can, so
Where
when you settle,
maybe
that's
if
it.
like Serge
It's time,
gave me
to
a
dedicate
dash
to your
of
partner, if your
praise,
partner's into
then,
that. That's all I gotta say. That's the best
then,
DJ thing I can
then
say. 'Cause,
maybe I
some
might
women
be married
aren't
with
into
like
that
5
crazy
kids,
lifestyle.
but
You gotta respect that, which is 100% acceptable. So that's what I would recommend to the DJ.
Hey,
Go
bro,
have some fun.
I have
Go-
5 brothers and
go
sisters, bro. It's
experiment out
hectic.
there.
It's
Doesn't
hectic
matter
for the
with
kids.
with
Don't
the
do
he,
it.
with the
yeah,
she, with the they, them.
that doesn't sound fun.
You know what?
No,
Whatever.
my-
Like I try not to
my
judge. I'm
best
a very
advice is-
evolved individual, as I call it.
is if you are looking
And
for
I say
a
that
life
because
partner,
again,
then
do
don't
all that. That's the best advice you
settle.
give all the DJs.
So
when you
if
commit,
you're
you commit.
looking
You're not
Hey.
playing.
to data
You're not playing games.
around and do that, then you just do that. Just have fun. Just go from girl to girl to girl, guy to guy. Doesn't matter what color they are. Find out what makes you the most comfortable. Then maybe by the time you do settle down, then you might have like some brand new type of person you need and want. That's my.
Hey, my
That's
boy.
bro. That's
Chill with the 5
that's
kids.
that's
Chill with the
relationship
5
advice,
kids.
bro. That's relationship advice.
You're gonna have to
101.
flip a lot of NFTs for 5 days.
Do it.
Dude.
Do you have anything?
As the recently married man here in the group, I think I got some good pointers. Hey, thank you. Been married for 3 months almost. So as the recently married man, I got some pointers. I think first, it's all about finding someone who compliments you where you need to be complimented, but also like can support you in things that you're not good at, right? Like if you're not really good at some things, bro, you got to find someone that kind of can help pick up those areas where you're not good at those things. You know what I mean? So it's all about the balance of like finding someone that compliments you in those ways, right? That's my biggest advice. Second, I think it's all about just like being cliche, but I think it's all about like just being yourself, right? Like you don't want to be someone you're not the rest of your life, so you might as well be who you want to be right now, and then see if they like you, and if they do, that's cool. If not, peace, see you. But you know, yeah, bro. Sometimes you have to, bro. Sometimes you have to, bro. You got to take those games and keep it moving.
But on top of that, like say somebody doesn't like you or doesn't like the way you're changing, then there's gonna be somebody else out there. So like know that nothing is certain forever, and that is okay. Because if you guys grow far enough apart in a certain way, but then it doesn't make sense to keep on trying to go back to the way you were.
Hey,
Yeah, this guy,
all right,
this
I
guy's
got you.
relationships.
Dude, honestly, I'm not sure I'll ever have kids, and I'm kind of okay.
That's okay. Yeah, it's cool for some people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
But that could also change once I meet somebody like worth having kids with. But none of these.
Nothing's for certain.
None of these girls deserve my babies yet.
Bring me that same advice.
They don't deserve a little Serge. They don't deserve a little samurai.
No.
And that's fine. And that's Canada. That's Canada. Yeah, Canada.
Bro,
there was a time when Canada wanted
those
the younger generation because a lot of couples weren't having kids, right? And they fear, so that's why a lot of times they kind of reset the stage.
That is also kind of my type too.
Inside the country,
so like
countries.
maybe
I got you.
Maybe I might. God. Dude, honestly, hey, but
man, Serge just hit the quickest Uber of all time. That man was in the Uber for 5 minutes.
My man said, "Yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you something, man. You go to Dominican Republic, my boy. Listen, they're gonna treat you as a king. You're gonna be king
let's see
samurai,
it,
my boy. They will build. Listen." With that, bro,
the big city.
For you, they will do anything for you, my boy. You are the 2% over there.
There are so many good things that I do hear about Toronto. What is your favorite part of it?
Oh boy, I'm gonna reach out to 4 or 5. Thank you so much, my brother. I'm gonna reach out to 4 or 5 Jeff. So I'm definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it's like my business where I live is actually.
Well, I mean, you are asking the man who wants to move away from Toronto what he likes about Toronto.
Yeah.
You'll see me go. I'll show you the studio around too while we're at it until my client arrives. So you can see it. This is Toronto, boys. Look, it's Toronto. I mean,
yeah, let's see.
I don't know about.
Yo, this is dope. This is fucking cool, man. Holy shit.
Damn.
That's a very
I'm trying
good
to get
question.
swole.
I mean, the transportation is actually not that bad. Like transportation is pretty good.
No, I'm good.
Like yeah.
Yeah,
it's very
that hurts. That makes me
so
hurt, and I don't like that.
extremely
So never mind.
interesting.
Yeah. Did I give
I
up
can't
on
find a good thing to
guitar?
say about
I
Serena right now, to
gave
be
up
honest
on
with you.
boarding. I'll give up on the gym.
Because
Believe me.
Facts.
yeah, I mean,
Facts.
it's because I have a kid now. You know, I'm not partying anymore. Like I'm not. I just want quiet stuff. Let me give you the. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me. Yeah, yeah. You know, it's we all we have like a private studio, squat rack. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice.
No?
Well, go to the gym. Go to the gym, boys. Get a
Yeah.
routine. Get a routine, boys.
We do love them taxes.
He gave up on partying. Oh my god, that's hilarious. But yeah, no, things I love about Toronto.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Yeah, I
For
mean,
sure.
listen,
Mitch, I'll,
it's great to be here.
Mitch,
Like I actually,
Mitch, I'll give you
I try
58
to
right
be
now if you
like
know the
I
president
used to
of
live in America for like
Canada
10
is.
years, actually. Like I used to be
Is
Miami
it
bound,
Trudeau?
and yeah, I just appreciate Canada a little bit more.
I know that I was
Trudeau.
trying to get him, Serge, but I was trying to get him on the technicality.
No hating, no hating,
You
no hating.
ruined my
That's-
you ruined my
No,
They
surprise.
didn't want my kind. They didn't want me over there. Dominicans have a
He
bad
got
rap.
it.
But listen,
He got it right, but I was trying to
because
hit him
if I
with the
would've been in
technicality
America,
because they're technically loyal to the crown.
Like,
Let's go.
it's crazy, bro. It's crazy for you to do things.
God
like that.
save the king.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, yeah. That's there's that, but like, yeah, you're just restricted. So I'm very grateful of Canada and Dominican Republic. Let's just say that.
No.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. The
People are
founders.
like, he's shit talking America.
The founders basically they did a new mint, bro. They got Canada
Well,
and then they shrugged. They left and they
you
just
both,
never came back.
You both fucked up. The prime minister, we will. No.
Dude, honestly,
My boy
then I
was
might
like,
have to go
you said
go
Trudeau,
over
so
that there
you
and
said-
buy
so
a
it's good.
couple, or I might buy something a bit higher.
That's funny.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we are.
Heaps
we
lives
have- I
out.
haven't-
Heaps lives out in
so you
BC.
know
We
how
can move out
private
to
creators, it's
BC.
like,
That's where
the
Heaps
founder?
lives.
I've never seen the Queen. Queen passed away last year.
Yeah.
God rest her soul. But Queen don't come to her territory. She don't care.
Hey, but if you get some
Talk
if
shit.
it gets too cold, bro, you don't get power
Canada's
for a
like
week. I'm letting you know,
Florida.
Serge, right now, bro. If it gets too cold, you don't get power for a week. Okay. You're gonna be cooking.
Houses are-
You're gonna be cooking eggs on the grill outside.
Canada's
It's
a
gonna be
4
cold.
NFT right now. So there you go. There you go.
Keep it in mind, my power never went out. These
Because you live in Dallas.
See, then live
And
like
Toronto.
30
Go by
minutes
Toronto. Things are
outside
very
of Dallas,
expensive in Toronto.
where things
Things
might
are
be
things are very
three.
expensive. Texas is where it's at.
Serge, let me put you on to a state that you may not
Yeah.
know very well.
Heaps
North
is also-
Carolina, the
Vancouver's
best
also
state in the
expensive,
union.
Boys. I don't know. Listen,
The best state in the
Texas
union,
is
man.
where
You
it's at.
can't beat
Texas,
it.
You could get a mansion for $200,000. Nah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I
Mm-hmm.
just got it. A gun. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Like, are you talking about going up? Are you talking about going up?
Okay with that.
It's Florida. It's Florida. Then you have Georgia above you, and then South Carolina, North Carolina. Tennessee's to our left. Tennessee touches us on the left side. It's okay if you lined up Canada and told me to name the provinces in order, I'd be stumped.
Dude,
It is the best.
Dude,
thing.
even Americans don't know all 50
Listen,
states.
I've only been
like,
up to Orlando. I
There's
haven't been
fucking
past
50
Orlando.
of them in
I did go to New York, but I've never been
this
like
big.
that's
So
after Jacksonville.
There's Texas is this big.
California.
I think
that big.
Tennessee,
So
and then North Carolina and South Carolina, right?
I mean,
I don't know.
I mean, you
In
know,
2016.
overall,
Yeah, I'm
but
talking about going out.
you go down to Austin people are like, fuck Trump. You
See how bad I am with this
come
shit?
over to
There you go.
Dallas, and it's
That's
like,
what happens when you don't travel.
dude, people in Austin are weird.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know them as well. Well, I know them, but there's an order though.
It's true. It's true. It's,
No, he got inaugurated in 16.
yeah. Then the markets
Or technically
went up
17.
overall.
Y'all love
But-
Trump over
but
there.
do
Y'all
it-
love Trump. I know Trump
But
Trump
do
won
we
over there,
say
right?
that
I think so.
was like Donald
In that
Trump
state.
that got the markets
Yeah.
up, or yeah,
Oh.
or
Serge
just
over
the
here
fucking
playing.
market cycles and shit? Yeah, I'm guessing the
This is
market
all
cycles
NFA.
and shit.
Non-financial advice.
I bet they ain't cursing him. I bet they ain't cursing him anymore. I bet
Oh, those.
people remember, bro. Crypto Surge when Trump.
You're good.
Yo, it's wild. Yeah, it's crazy. Did it though? When was was it
No.
2021
No.
or yeah, so
They're on Polygon. They're on Polygon, right?
21, yeah. Interesting.
Here we go. Digital
I don't
trading
even
cards.
know. I don't
Yeah.
I don't know. Now those Trump NFTs though, you gotta those motherfuckers onboarded more like.
So it says
Have you
there's
guys
like
checked out the?
15,000
I got 8 minutes by the way, and
others.
then I'm gonna peace out. But did you guys check out?
I want you,
like
Serge. I want you to know that every time anyone
Trump
says
NFTs.
"Let's go," I
Like,
hear it in
the unique wallets,
E46's
go check
voice
them
from
out.
everyone saying all the
On
time. And
OpenSea. It's they have a lot of.
I know, but everyone does it now. But I'm letting you know that I hear it in the
45,000
E46 voice every time. Whenever anyone types it in Discord,
I know,
everyone will type it in
actually.
Discord.
But I do
Let's
know that
go. I
the
think of it in his
wallet
voice
count,
every time.
Like
Do it.
by Trump doing that, he probably
Do
onboarded
we think that these
new
like
people to the blockchain.
these
And it wasn't Trump; it
these
was a
like
third
Donald
party. It was
Trump
a third party
NFTs
that
are good?
had the exclusivity rights
Like, do they look
to
good?
use Trump's images, and
Like
they
overall.
made a bag of Trump. What's the unique wallet holder? Big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go.
Hey,
Yeah.
y'all
Yeah.
be on the lookout. Y'all be on the lookout. Next year,
that
2024.
seat in
Tyler
seven,
Adams for
let's
president.
go.
I'm launching it. Yeah, y'all see Big T for president. That's me,
Uh,
Tyler Adams, bro. Tyler Adams
yeah,
for
he's
president, and
crazy.
I'm
Dude.
launching a 50,000 collection, 1,008 each. Let's go.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
Dude,
He's a good kid.
we don't need, we don't need another Adams in the office.
Hey,
Well,
that's
like,
my descendants,
you-
baby.
you-
The Brits.
It's just a matter
you guys
of it's good.
had your
The thing you got to think about is how
like
many people
300
that
years ago.
went in there to support
Tyler.
Trump
Yeah, brother.
alone. Because by buying this, I'm supporting the next president.
You acting like that's my grandpa.
Right?
Hey.
That is the
We
cool
fucked
thing.
you up one time, and then we
You
do
look
it
at the
again,
wallet count.
Mr.
Look at the
Tyler
wallet count.
Adams.
The wallet count
Mr. Adams.
Yeah, bro. I'm sorry. That's just the way. That's the way of the
Tyler
peoples.
Adams.
Tyler,
But-
would
Let's go.
you ever be a president?
No, bro. You have to work too much. I'm not doing that. That's too much.
You got-
That's too much
you got
work.
plot,
I'm not,
political plot.
but even if it's pretend work, you got to travel a lot and like go to a bunch of countries, bro. I'm not trying to do that. That's too much work.
You had your opportunity, my boy said. My boy acting like
Yeah,
like he's
bro. Everyone's
associated
looking
to
at me all the
Lincoln
time. I
here.
don't
Chill.
like that. I like to degen it up.
4 years.
Your kind-
You've got to
your
do that,
kind
and
fucked
then
up.
you can live 30 years just fucking around.
Your
buying
your
NFTs.
kind really
the government
messed it up
pays
us,
for.
bro. Yeah.
That's true.
You know-
Let's go.
Nah. Hey,
Monad for president. Let's go.
or pretend work, because some people are going to work for you. You're just the face.
It's a yeah, Portugal. Yeah. Well, Serge, I know we
The
have to
one
wrap up
thing is
in just a
like
couple of minutes.
the liberty of going
Do
to
you
places,
want
right?
to kind of
Which you
leave
don't have.
everybody with anything? Do you want,
That's
as
the
Mitch,
thing.
Mitch,
You can't
go
have
ahead.
that
What do you like to say?
privacy,
Would you like
or
to
you
pimp
can't be
anything?
spontaneous.
Yes.
No.
But don't you pimp ugly bros every day, man?
By pimp, I think he means shill. Would you like to shill?
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but there'll probably be in like 10 years, 12 years from now, it's going to be a Degen as president of the United States. You'll see. You're going to be a Degen. Well, he's going to be no, motherfucker.
Mhm.
Where's that cat at? That cat's like in Portugal. Yeah.
Let's go.
Perfect, man.
First and foremost, I'm not a pimp. I have an exclusivity here. I don't know about pimping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's a
Yep.
nasty word, though.
Yep.
Like, you pimping your NFTs? You no,
We
man. I mean,
we
listen. Thank you guys
appreciate the whole
for everything,
tour of
for
the
chatting.
office and the
This was
whole
you for a
Yeah.
while.
Uber.
I'm just always busy. Like, it's crazy. Like
The
literally
gym.
today
The gym.
was a very hectic
Yep.
day. But yeah,
Let's
appreciate
go.
you having me on with Big T, with Mitch again. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate what you guys do.
Dope.
And yeah, with the ugly, like, non-custodials
Nice,
coming
yeah.
like in a couple weeks. The game's coming out in the
Awesome,
future.
man.
We're working on it.
Baby.
It's nothing but love and respect, and like it's gonna be more exciting times. So just right now, like I don't want
Definitely, man.
Yeah, and we'll chat it up.
we're good right now. We're just like we're and like I'm active. I'm doing all this stuff, but it's just like I gotta focus on certain things before we get to that next level now, basically.
Please.
Yeah,
Sure.
but appreciate you boys.
Please.
A pleasure.
Ooh. First
Oh.
off, I don't know the
Wait.
cat thing.
Of the gym, motherfucker.
Wait.
The gym. Of
I'm
the
confused.
studio
What is your
gym.
favorite
I'm in a
animal?
big gym.
What's your favorite animal?
Which we manage. We actually we manage a 40.
Okay, I'm looking at them right now.
facility
Roy's
as
question
well,
is
which is
his
pretty
favorite
cool. But
animal,
it's-
favorite
but this
marketplace,
Is my mind. It's my mind.
fave YouTuber,
Mine.
what laundry machine he uses,
It's my
and
baby.
what he
And yeah,
and what
guys,
he thinks of
appreciate it.
rebrands.
We will be connecting soon. Hopefully, we'll chat it up. I'll tell Roy. Roy's dying to see the cat thing. He's like, "Yo, can you do the cat thing?" And I'm gonna have to do it again if you allow me to.
And on that
He's-
note,
Which sure, like you can even ask a question.
That was a phenomenal, chaotic episode as always.
For sure.
We talked about NFTs like more than I ever have in
Go
my
look
entire
up Roy.
life.
Go
Let's
look
go.
up.
Getting back to the basics.
No. Go look up Roy's question.
Getting back,
Come on, we got 2 minutes.
this is
We
why
gotta-
people
we gotta do
watch
this
us,
right.
not for our dumbass
Okay.
fucking ad reads where we say, haha, fidget cube. But anyways, guys, if you
Okay.
did enjoy the episode, we'd love if you dropped a like, maybe a comment, maybe subscribe,
everybody
and
has
we
to
shall
say-
see you next time
The opportunity.
on the Degen
But listen, I'll
Report.
answer the most important question.
Goodbye.
What's my favorite animal? Meow.